Overcoming fear and unlocking commitment. Fear. It's something we create in our own minds. False evidence appearing real. We make it real in our thoughts, and that's why Roosevelt said, "There's nothing to fear but fear itself." Fear is a destructive force. If we want to move past it, we must disconnect from the things that feed it. Negative media, pessimistic people, and toxic conversations. Surround yourself with messages that empower you. Attend workshops, read books, listen to audio programs, things that recondition your mind. Remember, faith comes from hearing, over and over again, messages that uplift you and help you create a new reality. You may seem unusual to others. In fact, in today's world, happiness is often seen as strange. Smile in public and people look at you like something's wrong. Why? Because most people haven't discovered their purpose. They're lost, frustrated, and bitter. So they lash out or bring others down. But that doesn't have to be your story. Begin journaling your thoughts, tracking your personal growth. Keep a notebook beside your bed to capture ideas, because a few times a year you'll get thoughts that could change your life if you act on them. When you don't appreciate who you are and you let fear paralyze you, you begin to sabotage your own dreams. You unconsciously work against yourself and become your own worst enemy. The antidote. Discover your gifts, recognize their value, and let that hunger pull you past fear. When your desire becomes stronger than your fear, you tap into a different energy, a special drive. As you work on yourself and embrace your true identity, you begin to see the power within to make change happen. I recall a story about a missionary studying a tribe of headhunters in Africa. For months, he failed to build rapport because deep down, he feared them. Then one night he asked himself, "What's the worst that could happen? They kill me? But this is what I came here to do." The next day, something shifted. He went back out, approached the tribe with renewed courage, and they welcomed him. Years later, he was asked how he turned hostility into trust. His answer: "When life can no longer threaten you with death, what else is there to fear?" Most of our fears aren't life-threatening. They're mental exaggerations. We allow fear to govern our lives, limiting how far we'll stretch to discover what we're capable of. So ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen? Will I die? Will I be ruined? Often, the answer is no. Yet we go through mental anguish over imagined outcomes. We feed fear by what we consume. Watch the news all day and you'll be scared to leave your house. Be mindful of the thoughts you feed your consciousness, because those thoughts either move you forward or justify why you're standing still. I used to sell TVs door to door. My mother was sick and I had to provide. I had a minimum number I had to sell each day. I'd knock until 1 a.m., facing rejection after rejection. Would you like to buy a television? No. Slam doors. But I kept going. Eventually, I found someone. It taught me, when you commit to something fully, the universe responds. That kind of determination opens doors. The world makes room for people who refuse to be denied. Your dream, your business, your book, your vision, it's yours. But you must be ready to face rejection, doubt, even failure again and again without quitting. Nothing can resist a person who is fully committed. Think of people like John F. Kennedy. When he declared we'd go to the moon, he didn't know exactly how, but his commitment inspired a nation. Throughout history, progress has always been driven by people who made a decision, declared it, and stood by it, no matter the cost. Commitment means standing up for your life. It means respecting yourself and recognizing that you are a conduit for life to express itself through. But we short-circuit that flow with fear, anger, laziness, envy, or apathy. We tell ourselves it's too hard. We stop challenging our spirit. But there is nothing more powerful than the human spirit. It cannot be destroyed. Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning illustrates this so vividly, how even in the darkest times, the human spirit can still rise. So what fuels this kind of strength? First, it may require going back to school, getting new training, sitting in a room where you feel out of place, but you do it anyway because you're committed to your growth. Commitment often means regrouping, backing up, not giving up, but coming at your goal with renewed energy after setbacks. And you must trust yourself. Listen to that still, small voice inside. Don't expect everything to be logical. Some things defy explanation, but once you start trusting your instincts, your life begins to shift. I remember the worst speech I ever gave. I let someone exploit my insecurity about not having a college education. They convinced me to read a speech they wrote instead of delivering my own message. I read it word for word. It was flat, tense, lifeless. I gave away my power, and I vowed to never do that again. Don't let others approve your dream. It wasn't given to them, it was given to you. It's your responsibility to protect, nurture, and bring it to life. Do what you know is right. Treat others with respect. Don't take shortcuts. What goes around does come around. Integrity matters even when no one's watching, especially then. Know this: what you're seeking is also seeking you. Your good has your name on it. No one else can take it. It's yours. So you don't have to worry or chase. Stay on the high road. Resist the temptation to cut corners or compromise your values. And lastly, if you want to make it, keep your agreements. Build a circle of people who do the same. Be dependable. Be supportive. And surround yourself with people who uplift you, who hold you accountable. People say to me, "You're lucky." But luck had nothing to do with it. It came down to 3 P's: patience, persistence, positivity. No matter what, keep showing up, keep pushing forward, and never give up.